Alright. What do I think of Gateron KS3? If you like them, buy them. I prefer Milky Tops. Alright. Let's see how many of these are actually properly desoldered. Let's find out. What switches am I putting back? These switches. That's why we were breaking them in. Oh, we're off to a great start. So Milky Tops and bottom? No, just Milky Tops. Like the ones you're currently looking at. All black, so standard KS3 are all black, if I remember correctly. These are KS3-47 or something. But standard KS3 is all black. And you can use all black, but I just prefer Milky Tops personally. They sound a little bit nicer. No, I will not be keeping track. What I like to do is put a decent amount of usage onto all the keys. Because the alpha zones don't matter. For example, for every 80,000 times you press E, you press Q like 3 times. So like, it's never going to be perfect. The whole goal is to just put enough use into as much of the board as possible. And generally, the amount of like initial break-in required is not that much. Plus, once they're lubed, they're pretty much going to feel very similar. Very, very similar. Won't that make it feel inconsistent? With lube, not so much. And with good springs, not so much. Should I repeatedly tap a single key when I'm watching Netflix? No, you should be tapping all the keys. Use the breaker in machine. Yeah, I have one of those. It's called my hand. Also my foot. Any reason you would choose full Milky over Milky Top? Yeah, if when you were a little kid and you know, your parents weren't watching you very, very thoroughly, and then your older sibling was holding you and accidentally dropped you on your head multiple times, that's the point at which you would buy full Milky Gaterons over just Milky Tops. Full Milky Tops are, full Milkies are scratchy as hell. Maybe this is why, maybe this is why I buy JWKs. It's possible. So yellow Milky, black bottom, yeah. I mean, the color doesn't matter because you're going to be swapping the springs anyways. But yes. Anything wrong with JWK? Yes, lots of things. Exclamation JWK. But as long as you understand all of the risks and you know what you're getting into, it's totally fine. But I personally would never buy them because the value is garbage. Like if they were better value, like if they were 20 cents each, I'd be like, yep, JWK good. But they're not, they're like 55. Is it true JWK feel like air? If air feels like a keyboard switch, then yes. Definitely. Would you recommend any other switch besides Gat Yellow? Okay, first of all, Milky Top Gaterons, okay? The color doesn't matter, okay? You know, I'm only gonna say it one more time. The color doesn't fucking matter. If it's red, if it's yellow, if it's black, if it's What else is linear? Clear, doesn't fucking matter. So, Milky Top Gateron linears. Okay, the color doesn't matter. You know why? Because we removed the springs and we put good springs. Aren't JWIC like 17 cents? Yes, but JWIC are actually not JWK, believe it or not. They're the other company, whose name I consistently keep forgetting. Yellow stock springs aren't terrible though? Yes, they are. Every stock spring is terrible when compared to an actual good spring. What are they then? I don't know, I forget. I think it is Everglide. Though I'm not certain. Okay, H, I know what you're trying to say, but no. It's actually a different manufacturer, like JWIC switches. What do you mean video on springs? You've asked that twice, I don't understand. Ask better question, I give you better answer. They're definitely not SP Star. I thought JWIC was the actual name of JWK. I thought so too. Okay, that one is definitely not desoldered properly. Okay, the final count is 2. Final count is 2. What do you mean by good spring in relation to stock spring? TX, Hojing, Sprit, aftermarket springs. Aftermarket springs are significantly more consistent than any stock spring that comes in any keyboard switch. Always spring swap. Always spring swap. Where is it? Right there. All right. More consistent springs is way better feeling, or way more important to feeling in terms of consistency than anything else. If you have consistent springs, your switches will feel very consistent. If you have bad springs, you will notice the differences between your switches much more easily. What is Hojing? A spring. It's Korean. There we go. And last one. Yes, Poggies, we did it. Yay! What do I think about Cherry retools and Hyperglide? So what do I think about Cherry retools and new retools? I think that if you get them at 22 cents, they may be worthwhile. If you're paying more than 22 cents, then they are not worthwhile. In my opinion. For the amount of terrible switches you get, the most I'm going to pay is 22 cents. Okie dokie. Are there any alternative to Palm Durox from other manufacturers? When you say Palm, what do you mean Palm? Durox are not full Palm. They're Palm stem, just like every other keyboard switch. And they're nylon housing, right? Are they not? Or are they polycarbonate nylon blend? All right, let's get some. They have a full palm. Oh, okay. I mean, pandas are full palm. As a result, B-Suns are full palm as well, right? There we go. Let me re-enable my autofocus. Okie dokie. So, to answer the question that I get every fucking time, okay? This is a nearly empty jar. I've filled it up with this amount of springs, okay? So basically like up to here, okay? But Simon, how much oil do I put in the jar? I will show you, okay? I will show you. Here is the LSD oil. Okay. There we go. 1 drop. 2 drops. There we go. All done. Easy. So I'm going to explain why every switch has to be 22 cents. No. So the reason why I say 22 cents is because the best batch of retools sold on major distributors were 21 to 22 cents.